It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and it's a new episode of Real Garbage. This is just a quick clip of something that you missed last week, in case you were wondering. Ooh, they said the name of the movie.
Can I buy your affection, sweetie?
Diane, I'm standing in front of the fence in front of the building.
If I can't have America, no one can.
Hold on, there's a little girl waving a flag. I think she's trying to signal the jets to stop. That was last week. Now we got all this coming up on this episode of Real Garbage.
The highbrow inappropriosity.
Smokers!
You want some coffee? That's right, you love me. Don't worry, we won't be too offensive. It'll be wholesome for everybody. No one will leave disappointed. You pansies.
Woo! It's going to be a good one. Stick around. We got lots coming up on this episode of Real Garbage, but first, here's a quick word from our fake sponsors.
This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by Dashcam Footage. It's not just for crashes anymore.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Lawn Darts. Only the strong survive. Real Hi. Hey.
Hi.
What's up, realtors? Listen, before we start, hit the like button.
Please.
People always say, like, man, don't go back in time and change anything because that'll change the future. Well, you know what? One like right now could change the future.
Yeah.
And subscribe, too. If you're watching this right now.
Yeah, you could change our future.
If you're watching this right now, hit the subscribe button. Okay, now, on with the show. Because I've seen it all the time. And honestly, when I thought about doing it once, I was like, it's kind of obnoxious. You're like, people telling you to like and subscribe. But everything you watch on YouTube right now,
Yeah.
it's there, and you're like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. If I'm not subscribed, I'll subscribe if I like it. And I will hit the like button, too.
Same. It's the same thing with TikTok, too. Like, I'll post a few videos, and I have a surprising amount of followers. Like, it's actually been humbling and weird. I have...
You getting TikTok famous?
I wouldn't go that far. But I don't want a Toyota Canada ad, please, for the love of God. Okay, so I have 117 followers.
Nice.
That blows my mind. That 107, like, I know quite a few of them are like people I know in real life and my friends, but the majority of them are people who I've met via the app, and it's so insane that 117 people have like laughed at something I've put out or like enjoy what I'm doing. You know, like it's weird to think about. So shout out to all my TikTok followers. You're great. Maybe I said I'm going to start posting like snippets of our podcast to my TikTok. But I've made it my mission anytime I'm scrolling through TikTok and it pops up that says like your friend posted this video, instant like.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have to think about it, whether it's an astrology video, something about Star Wars, anything, like, because I'm your friend, I will like it.
You jihad the other person. We have to blow each other up.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. And that's what kind of annoys me with some people is that they won't do that. It's like, come on, if it's good and you're watching it, hit the like button. If you know me, hit the like button. Come on.
Yeah, like what harm is it doing? As for my brought to you by Dashcam Footage.
Yeah, what's up with this?
So I haven't had my dash cam plugged in for months because traffic hasn't been dense. I've felt safe driving because there's barely any people out on the road. But I told myself a few days ago, just plug it in. Just, get into the habit again. So I did. And it was about midnight and I was driving home from Brandon's house. And you know my for fun hobby. I really like to poorly sing things on purpose for fun just because it cracks me up. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't remember that my dash cam was plugged in. Therefore, it recorded my little escapade.
And it records audio too?
Audio and video, yeah.
Is the camera pointing at you and at the road?
No, just at the road. So it's audio only, but I started singing Christina Aguilera's Dirty really horribly. And then somebody like cut me off and I immediately like switched and got aggressive, but then went right back to singing. And I just have to share it because it's so funny. And as soon as I freak out and I go back to singing, I realize it's...
Just play it. Don't explain it, just play it.
my act up. You ain't dirty. You ain't here to party. Somebody ring the alarm. The fire on the roof. And I'm throwing elbows. Ring the alarm. And I'm throwing elbows. Let me loose. I'm overdue. Give me some room. Coming through. Thanks for the signal! Show your hand. Let's get dirty.
And then I laughed the whole way home because I realized it recorded what just happened.
So you got it plugged in all the time now, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should take that and have somebody draw up a comic strip. For it.
Yeah. And have just me vibing in my little car and then screaming and then vibing again. But yeah, if any person in their life has wondered what it's like driving with me in my car, that's it.
We just heard it firsthand.
It's time to play Canada's favorite game show. It's time for Is It Weed? Yes, Is It Weed? The show where we give our contestants a name and they have to tell us if it's a strain of weed or not. I'm your host, Tom Thompson, and let's welcome today's contestant, Rob Bosley. Rob, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Tom. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
All right, Rob. Well, you know the rules. I explained them backstage. Now, it's time for your first name. Here it is. Grandma Gretel's warm windowsill apple pie kush.
Oh, well, that just sounds outrageous. There's no way that's a marijuana strain, so I'm going to say it's not a weed. It's not weed.
Oh, it is in fact weed, Rob. It's an indica-dominant hybrid strain grown in northern BC. Oh, that's too bad. I hope you fucking die, Rob Bosley.
Hey, you want to talk about grown-ups?
Yeah.
So this movie, to me, was the perfect dad movie.
Yeah.
Perfect parent movie. I could just picture my parents laughing watching this.
This was definitely catered to a specific audience.
Middle of the road, didn't veer left or right. Just simple jokes, simple structure.
Mm-hmm. No plot.
No, there wasn't a plot at all.
No stakes.
No stakes. It was just the funeral was like the only
Yeah.
main plot point. Then it was like, oh, by the way, we're going to stay at this place for a week.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember them saying that. They just kind of like, oh, we're staying here, by the way. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, interesting. Except for the other two, they're going to go to Mulan. Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell people what Grown Ups is about?
Yeah. Show. Grown Ups is about five friends who are reunited after years apart with their basketball coach's death. And the movie captures their reconnection and bond that has lasted the test of time.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. It's a classic Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, because it was Happy Madison, too. That's correct. I forgot. I didn't actually know that going in. I should have assumed because anything with Adam Sandler is Happy Madison. Mm-hmm. But it didn't have the same air about it like Grandma's Boy or Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. This was a little more family friendly. Like, okay, yeah, you could take the kids to this.
Totally.
Which is just a perfect, it's a family night out at the theater kind of movie.
Where the kids will find the slapstick funny and the like fart jokes funny, but then the parents will find the more inappropriate.
highbrow.
Yeah. The highbrow inappropriosity.
The slapstick caught me off guard because this is only 10 years ago and it
I
was
know.
over the top slapstick immediately in your face too.
Yeah.
Well, after the flashback from 30 years ago. Let's just jump right into this. So I didn't make any notes about the start because it's like, okay,
No.
it's the basketball scene from when they're kids. There's 5 of them. We get it.
Yeah.
30 years later, we get introduced to all of them back to back to back. Oh, man, Adam Sandler's kids were terrible.
So spoiled. Like how do you get like that to the point where you're texting your nanny for hot chocolate?
Do you have any friends with kids?
No.
Well, you need some friends with kids and you'll know exactly why. You look
Really?
at parents now. Oh, God, parents now. It's like, hey, can you stop doing that, please? Listen, hey, can you just not do that? Come on, let's just negotiate this. There's no like, stop.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. None of that. There's nothing. It's so you looking at parents parenting their children now, and it's like, oh no, you're just raising someone who's like, I'm never going to get told no. I'm never going to not get my way.
Oh,
So this is exactly what these kids were. I was like, ugh. And just now, just think there's a generation of them coming.
Yeah.
They're already here. You've seen them in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Kids screaming what they want. And like, I remember my mom would just go, stop screaming right now, or I'll give you something to cry about. And you're like, okay.
Yep. Or when your first and middle name got used, that's when you knew you were in deep shit.
All 3 names. It's like, oh. Or how many for you? Like 7? When my mom would use all 7 of my names, or 5 or whatever.
I knew to carve out my tombstone right then and there.
It's a lot of names. So then, yeah, Eric is, I'm just going to call them by their actors' names if I can't remember the other ones. Kevin James.
Oh.
Eric, isn't it?
No, I think. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's Eric.
Kevin James.
Yeah. Just
He only
breaks-
says lamb and soft.
I think his wife says, like, Eric, the phone's for you. And I was like, oh, Eric broke the pool. Because
Yeah, why would you exit an above ground pool like that?
he just slammed into the side. He's like, all right, I'm going to break this thing.
Yeah.
This is for all the
Phone's for
marbles.
you, and he's like,
So that was what caught me off guard. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, his character is the slapstick character, which I guess Kevin James has kind of been the slapstick guy for a while.
yeah, Paul Blart.
Paul Blart.
Yeah.
We might have to review that at some point.
Oh, I'm down.
Chris Rock's the homemaker.
Yeah.
He emasculated, very, very emasculated by his mother-in-law and his wife.
And one thing that I didn't understand, because he's constantly like put down and emasculated in this movie, is the roles were reversed. They decided in this movie to reverse the roles and have the dad be the stay-at-home dad and then the wife be the bread maker, which is fine. Let's flip stereotypes on their head. But then don't shit talk the stay-at-home dad and be like, what a lazy piece of shit. She has to go and work all day and blah, blah, blah. Like, don't then bash the stay-at-home person, because there are so many like women that do that like, it just didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense that you're gonna flip the stereotype but then perpetuate, oh, being a homemaker isn't hard. Come on.
I think they just had to create the tension between the
mother-in-law.
the freeloading mother-in-law,
Yeah.
who's making fun of the homemakers.
Yeah.
Like, shut up! You're living here for free.
I know.
So they just had to make her look like a real piece of work, because she was.
Yeah.
And the fart jokes down the road.
I
like,
know.
Okay.
It kind of reminded me of like a cross between Tyler Perry's Medea stuff and Norbit.
Norbit was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Norbit and I was thinking the
doing?
nutty professor.
Yeah.
The clumps.
Yeah.
Then we meet David Spade. David Spade's a ladies' man, which is an
In what
interesting
world?
spin for him. I'm like, oh, he's the single guy. I'm like, he's me. You even had the same hair.
Except he had that weird little like ponytail in the back.
Oh, I can put this in a ponytail.
No,
I won't though.
No, not the whole thing in a pony. He had a couple strands like.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, I know.
Schneider. Oh, wow. Okay, Rob Schneider's wife was, I'm pretty sure, the Mr. lady. Mister, get this thing off of me, Mister. Billy Happy Gilmore.
Oh.
You know that Mr. lady? I think I just killed her. I'm pretty sure that's her. So they're all getting the call and the notification that their coach from 30 years ago has died. This coach really had an impact on them.
Yeah, damn.
I can't even remember. I can remember maybe 5. I can name 5 teachers from my high school days. None, maybe 1 from, I can remember the principal, the angry principal in my elementary school.
Yeah.
No way I can remember the coach
No.
of anything I
absolutely not.
played. Like, oh, your coach died. Cool. Who was that again?
Yeah, who?
But all 5 of these people go out of their way with their family and dog.
Yeah.
Who brings a dog to a funeral?
I know.
And they fly across the country or wherever they at. Does it even say where they are and where they go to?
Well, they're
LA.
all in different spots, but I know Adam Sandler's in LA and they go to, I don't know.
Where
They don't
where
say.
do they go? I can't remember where they go.
I don't think they
I
say.
don't think it matters.
Yeah.
They go back to their hometown.
Did you get that Snapchat I sent you of Rob Schneider's hair?
My next note is Elvis Schneider, a.k.a. Johnny Bravo. Want to see me comb my hair real fast? Just standing straight up and just flipping.
That was totally a flub.
He didn't need it.
No, I don't know
It
why.
seemed like a lot of that hair was his own hair. And he has naturally thick, curly black. Unless he's losing it, who knows?
Adam Sandler seems like a really nice guy. Like in the real world, he hasn't been like problematic. There hasn't been like stories come out that say he's like predatory, abusive, like nothing. He just seems
normal
like
guy.
he just
He's
seems
like
like
a
a nice
Keanu
guy.
Reeves.
Yeah. So love that.
He's a guy you can have a beer with.
Yes.
The Maria Bello. First thing that
Oh.
hit me was I only recognize her from Coyote Ugly.
Same. I was like, hey, it's the
Coyote
it's
Ugly.
the bar owner.
It's Maria Bello. The match, like she was pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Kevin James. I don't know. Kevin James is a good looking guy too. They seem like a good match.
That's true. I
It
remember.
wasn't an unbelievable. There were no unbelievable pairings of characters.
I mean, Adam Sandler and Selma Hayek are kind of unbelievable.
But he's a high end agent, rich guy.
That's true. That's true.
And he definitely met her through his work because she's like a fashion designer, so it's like some sort of rich person party.
That's
true.
true.
He was like, screw all these executives. I was going to try to hang out here and just make you laugh.
Yeah.
Schneider's singing. Oh well, yeah. So that was rough. Like $5, he goes down to one knee.
Yeah.
Actually, that made me giggle pretty good.
Same.
This breastfeeding 4-year-old.
Oh my God, I know.
Again, that comes back to these parents being like, "Hey, no, listen, we talked about this." I'm like, "Oh, fine, go ahead then."
Yeah.
This is what seems like parenting style is now. It's like, do whatever you want.
I know. Ugh, yikes.
Blah. Kid gives it up later pretty easily.
Yeah.
And just starts drinking regular milk, and he's like, "Woo, I'm like dad now." It's like, just shovel it into the viewer's face.
Yep. Wholesome, wholesome, wholesome.
Oh man. Okay. What is Rob Schneider's character supposed to be? Is he like a vegan?
Like a naturopath.
Naturopath. That's the word.
Yeah.
Because he's got the maze.
His
what do you call it? His maze.
maze.
Her bunion. I don't know what a bunion is. I've never actually Googled what a bunion is.
It's like, I know it's on the side of your foot here. It's something
Oh,
like,
hers was huge.
yeah, it's something
It's
that
like a calcium buildup, maybe.
I think so on that bone.
Oof.
Blech.
That thing looked rough.
It did.
I don't even know how you walk around like that.
I loved all the like names they called it.
No. Yes. That's the one cool thing about this movie is think about it. You got 5 comedians together.
Yeah, they're gonna be improvising.
Yeah, but I mean, like, give it a PG-13 rating. Like, what would this movie be like if it was rated R?
Yeah.
Because you got 5 pretty funny guys who can go off the cuff really well. I'd be interested to see. There's got to be a gag reel or something with like some like, dude, just go nuts.
Apparently, the original cut for this movie was 3 hours and 12 minutes. Can you imagine?
I bet it's probably just
them.
those scenes.
Yeah.
Just going on for 30 minutes. Like, okay, we'll cut this down to a minute.
Yep.
We'll just leave the rest for the cutting room floor.
So then they're they go to the lake house and everyone sets up in their rooms, and then the 5 guys are outside on chairs, and they decide to go get their kids and bring them outside, which is good. Finally. And then they go for a walk and they come across this rope swing. And apparently that was put into the movie because that happened to Adam Sandler in real life. So he wanted to put it into the movie.
Oh, the
when
Biff? Oh, man.
Kevin James hops on and gets too scared to jump off and then swings back and eats shit and falls.
Oh, that's a bad bail.
I know.
Painful. But like nobody else goes. You can't tell me in a group of people like that, there's going to be one other person's like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You pansies. Maya Rudolph was really mean to Chris Rock. Like,
I know.
it seemed, back to the whole beratement of the stay-at-home husband. It just seemed unnecessary and unwarranted. Like, where is this hostility coming from? Why
Yeah.
are you guys being so mean to him? Gah. And then there's more breastfeeding in this scene.
Mm-hmm. A lot of breastfeeding.
Dickie Bailey. Colin Quinn. So where are they when they see Colin Quinn staring at him at the funeral? And then where do they see them next?
They're at the Burger Shack.
Burger Shack. That's right, because he's working at the Burger Shack.
Mm-hmm.
Your foot was over the line. I can't honestly say I know anyone that I have ever known anyone to hold a grudge that long.
Nope, me either.
That would be like
That's something so like asinine.
that's I can't like I said I can't remember half of that. Probably weed that did it. I can't remember half the stuff I did in elementary school and high school.
I
remember
can't
some
either.
stuff.
So I don't think it's weed. I think it's just
Well, I'm 21 years out of school. There's that too.
My 10-year reunion is coming up in 2 years.
Don't go.
I
I don't
know,
even think
I'm
we
not-
had one. I don't know if
I'm not
anybody.
gonna.
Nobody would go back. Who wants
No.
to go back to Manitoba for a reunion? Why did they bring their servant?
I know. Why did they bring their nanny?
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I just answered that question myself in my head.
Oh, 'cause they were
They're-
going to Milan.
Yes, they
Yep.
were going to bring her there. Which is still a dick move. Like, let her have some time off. Actually, you know
know.
what? No, that would be an awesome job if you're somebody's assistant. Like, I got to go to Milan.
Yeah.
Got to do all your laundry, but still, it'd be fun.
Worth it.
Yeah, that answers that question.
Live in nanny.
Kids are getting mad about the bug zapper. So
Oh, yeah.
Adam Sandler doesn't want to eat any of Schneider's vegan food in the morning, so he decides
cooks
to
bacon on the bug zapper.
cooks it instantly.
Yeah, that would not
Instantly.
work.
He's like, ooh, this'll work. And then a minute later, Kevin James is like, ooh, bacon.
Yeah.
And it's like crunchy. Like that
Absolutely not.
that was absolutely one of those scenes where it was like, all right, guys, just go. And okay, we'll cut all that down. And he goes, ooh, bacon.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
just like sat there joking for 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be gross cooking on a bug zapper.
So, in this movie, Adam Sandler has 3 kids, the oldest boy, middle boy, and then the girl.
Oh, they are his kids. Or are they like his kids, real kids?
Not in real life, but those are the people that play his kids. So the youngest boy, the middle one, he died this last year. He was 20 years old and he had an epileptic seizure and he died. Like, it's so sad.
Damn.
And watching this, I was like, why does that kid look so familiar? And then I looked him up and I was like, holy, like, that's the one that died. Like,
So how, oh, wait.
he was
but-
20 years old.
But it wasn't Adam Sandler's real kid.
No.
So how did you know that this 20-year-old actor died?
It was all over the news in late 2020. And
Was
also,
he in like other movies? Like big movies that
and
were like
he was
well-known?
he was like a Disney Channel kid.
Ah, okay, there you go.
But yeah, Adam Sandler wrote a tweet about it. Lots of celebrities that worked with him. But yeah, I was watching this, and as soon as I remembered that, I was like, "Oh, that's sad. Like, that's so sad."
Well, on a happier note, they paddle to an island and they spread the ashes, and Rob
Yeah.
decides to do it by hand.
And then
I was-
that chicken did not look good. Like, it didn't look crispy. It didn't look like
What's chicken?
the bucket of chicken they had.
Oh, yeah, it's KFC. It never looks good.
No.
It used to be. It's only good when you're a kid.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you're like, ooh, fried chicken. Then you become an adult, you hit 18, you're like, ooh, fried chicken. Unless you're frying it yourself. It's the only way it's good.
True.
I was like, chicken? What are you talking about?
I'm-
Ashes? Oh, yeah, because he grabbed it with the ashy
Yeah.
hand. He's like, I don't care. I'm eating it anyway.
I remember as a kid, Toonie Tuesdays.
Oh, I got the worst gut rot
Yeah.
on Toonie Tuesday once.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't eaten KFC since. Wait, no, it's not true. I had a double down when they came out.
Yes.
You know what? It wasn't that bad. I honestly could have eaten the second one. I probably shouldn't have because it would give you a heart attack.
Yep.
But, ew, 2 chicken breasts with bacon and cheese inside?
I know. What
It's
a
good.
burger.
It was good. I was surprised. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, this is where we meet Rob's daughters.
Yeah.
His 3 daughters, the 2 bombshells who could not act their way out of a paper bag.
No. Nope. That was horrendous.
Like you could have found it. Honestly, looked like the one looked like Malin Ackerman from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, is that her?" And it's not, because she's a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still saying actress, or is it all actors?
I don't know.
Are we gonna get canceled if we say actress? Guys, can we say actress? I'm saying actress. I don't
Yeah.
care. Fucking fight me. Yeah, we meet those 2, and then the third one, of course, is like, oh yeah, that definitely looks like got the genes from Rob.
Yeah.
I think his name was just Rob in the movie, wasn't it?
I think
It
so.
was
Yeah.
Rob? Hold on, see if we can remember.
Rob, Lenny.
Lenny, Eric. What was Adam Sandler's name? Glenn?
No, Adam Sandler was Lenny.
Was somebody Glenn? Was there a Glenn?
I don't think so.
Oh, it must be something else. Oh, no,
Let's
it's something
see.
else I'm watching. Have you seen the show Superstore on Netflix?
No, is it good?
It's hilarious. Highly recommend it. There's
Okay.
5 seasons of it.
Adam was Lenny.
Lenny,
You're right about
Eric.
Kevin James, Eric. Chris
Giving the
Rock was
company to Eric?
Kurt. David Spade was Marcus. And then, yeah, Rob was just Rob.
Does Adam Sandler make his movies with like deep connections from one movie to the other? Because I just realized like the name Eric was used in Billy Madison, but it's also used in this movie. Does he use like the same names? Is this like some
I
sort of like
think so.
Illuminati level stuff?
Maybe.
Adam Sandler.
Doo-doo-doo.
I start laying out all his movies and writing everything. Actually made a version of that. Have you heard it?
No.
Been in a couple episodes. I've edited it into a couple episodes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Where are we at now? So we meet the 2 daughters, 3 daughters. Then they play Arrow Roulette. That's where my brought to you by lawn dogs came from. The thing didn't even. They're running for no reason.
I know.
He shoots the arrow on an angle with enough force. It's going to fly. It's going to land probably at, I don't know, 50 meters away.
Yeah, it won't just go up and then immediately loop back down. And
the wind is going to catch it when it gets above the trees.
Yeah.
And the thing is gone. It's gone. Blah,
but then
blah.
Rob takes it to the foot.
Ooh, that would suck.
Ooh. And at first, when it's in his foot, it's embedded. But then when you see them carrying him, it's through. How? That wouldn't happen.
Oh, it would have.
What?
An arrow flying. Let's say he shot it up. Let's say it went up
Through his foot.
through his foot. Well, think how fast that thing is coming down.
Yeah,
And it
I
has
guess.
like a point on the end.
I get.
You should see some of that. You should see. Okay, this is a wild phenomenon. Windstorms.
Yeah.
Windstorms around here with the big trees. When you go to pick up the sticks off the ground and clean up, you'll legit find limbs like this dug into the ground that far. I'm going to pick stuff up, and all of a sudden, holy, like that's a limb like this that has fallen maybe 80 feet, not even
Holy
60
shit.
feet in a windstorm and is dug into the ground. I didn't know that could happen. So never be under trees in a windstorm around here, because you could take one of those like in the neck.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
it's dangerous.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago when we had that windstorm that was like 100K winds,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to shake my house apart. I was hearing it just crash against my window. It ripped the screen out of my window, and it was on my roof. And yeah, hearing it crash against my house, I was like, this is scary.
Yeah, just imagine being in a forest, just getting like whipped with giant, like there's
Ooh.
limbs that come down that are like, those trees are big, like that big around, just falling out of the tree.
That's
Oh, excuse me. So Schneider snaps on his granny girlfriend.
Yeah.
Selma ruins the tooth fairy for the daughter. A little bit
Yeah, because she's so preoccupied with work that she accidentally is like, just leave me alone. I'll put the dollar under your pillow.
Says it twice. It's like she gave you a chance
Yeah.
to fix it. No.
Yeah.
I felt like this movie just had, it didn't really have, like we said earlier, no stakes, no real storyline.
Yeah.
And it was just like, ooh, plot problem, and then we'll just clean it up after.
Yeah.
It's like no problem. There was no real like, even at the like crescendo of the movie when she's like, you canceled this trip months ago, blah, blah, blah. It's like even
Yeah.
that was like smoothed over in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Everything's wrapped up in a neat little package, isn't it?
I know. Maybe in the 3-hour cut, we would have seen some conflict.
I wonder if there has to be like a better version cut somewhere.
I think like an R-rated 3-hour one.
That's what it is.
I'd watch it.
So the Sunday they go to leave. They stick around for another day. Sunday, I'm like, they can't leave.
No.
The music is starting to rise. You're like, oh, they can't leave now.
Yeah.
And then Selma Hayek's like, you know what? I don't know, just skip a stone.
Yeah.
I can't skip rocks. We better stay for another couple days. I'm like, yes. So they stay and they go to the water park.
Oh, I love water parks. I can't wait until I can go to a water park again. Once this is all over and I'm vaccinated, I'm making a special trip to Edmonton and going to the water park.
The West End Mall.
Yeah.
best places. I like
and then
that.
going shopping because it's 5% tax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's Mad Max land by then. Because
You never know.
they're really mad about the Keystone Pipeline.
Yeah. Well, then I'm just going to hop over there and get gas and then hop back on my
Just
Mad Max
for the
mobile.
gas.
For the gas.
Smokers! Water World.
Yeah.
The water parks was, I grew up with one like just down the road, which was awesome. I miss it.
I know.
So this one's dangerous though.
Yeah, no company, no water park, no anywhere would have that zip line flying over concrete.
Zero safety at all. I'm like, all it takes is one overweight guy to be like, oh, I got this, watch this. And just drop.
Yeah.
Lands on a child, crushes the child. He survives. That's how
I
it
just
always
thought
happens.
about I just thought about the bones breaking coming through the legs.
The bone sticking out his kid and it's a stick.
That could have been a nice tie back. Him joking and then him doing that and then breaking his leg.
Could have, yeah. What was up
In
with
the R-rated version.
What was up with Tiny Bathing Suit? Like, I understand, okay, flirting from a distance. He's doing it surrounded by children.
Yeah.
In the tiniest James Bond bathing suit ever.
He was too much. He looked like a discount Eric Dane.
What was up with the super offensive Canadian accent?
I know. Saskatoon. Saskatchewan.
It's like a direct insult towards Canadians, Adam Sandler. Or he's just never been to Canada.
Yeah.
And someone was like, I'm pretty sure it's Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
No, it's
Come on.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Dicks.
Yeah. Dicks, how dare you?
I don't get offended by much, but that offended me. Deeply offended me. I want to get this movie taken off Netflix. Offended as a Canadian.
Yeah. Do your research. Come on.
Brutal.
Come on now.
The water slide guy. What a dick. Mm-hmm. So they're sneaking in.
There's no way you would say that on site at your job. There is no way.
To say that to anybody.
Yeah.
First of all, who takes their job at a water park so seriously? They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I just saw you.
And he says, I saw you too because you're the hottest chicks I've ever seen, but you're fugly.
Yeah.
That's how I know all three of you. Then it's like, whoa, bud. Where's your human resources department?
Yeah. Also, are you even a lifeguard? Because you literally don't look like it. You're like, just tell people to slide down the slide and shut the hell up.
Most water park attendants, in my memory, are young teenagers, 17, 18 years old usually. Maybe college students. Last time I was at the West End Mall like 4 years ago. That's what it was.
All the ones at the water park in West End are certified lifeguards.
Well, I know. I mean, they're just younger, though.
Oh, okay.
I thought lifeguard or not, they're like 16, 17-year-olds.
I know. They're not 40-year-old dudes like, go.
He looked like they're just like, man, we need somebody to play this part. Sound guy, get over here. You're going to be the water slide guy.
Maybe that was his retirement job. Like maybe you just wanted something fun to do being retired.
That's what I would do when I get older. I just want to work at a weed shop or something.
Yeah.
These guys are all pissing in that pool.
I know. And also, I know there is a chemical compound to like change the water when someone's peeing in it. But if I were the owner of a pool, like a public pool, I would not put that chemical in my pool. And I don't think anyone would, because if the water started changing color, people would demand you shut the pool and clean it out, regardless of whether or not the chlorine like sanitizes and gets rid of it, which it does. Because think about how many people pee in the pool. Obviously, the chemicals in there act as a constant cleaner. But you'd be stupid if you put that chemical in there. Because people are visual creatures. Like if I saw that and it was brought to my attention, I'd be like, nope, getting out of the pool. You need to clean it before I go in.
Wait, are you telling me that you don't want to go to the water park with the bluest water you've ever seen?
Not that blue.
I want to go to that water park. Because really, I would look at it this way. If I saw that blue, I'd go, man, now you can see it.
Yeah.
It's always been there, but now you can see it.
No, exactly. That
So
would
then
put me over the edge.
I'd probably just be able to, if it was a hot day and that water was cool, I probably wouldn't care. It's urine. It gets diluted.
True.
I've peed in pools before when I was a kid.
I have too.
I haven't peed in one as an adult.
No.
He's not in a while.
I haven't been in a pool in a while too.
Spade gets drunk. These guys are all kind of lame.
I know.
You think if you're married for years, X amount of years, you're like, oh man, we're at this cabin and we're all together for the first time in 30 years.
Gonna go ham.
And he's like, I just did all your shots. Now you guys got to do your own. It's like, well, yeah, guys, we probably should.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm going to drink my water. I'm good with coffee at night.
I know. Yeah.
That
coffee at night?
That was a parent flex.
Stupid.
That was a parent flex when you were kids. Was like, you'd have company over, then it's like dinner would finish. Oh, you want some coffee? A cup of coffee?
You want a cup of coffee?
And people would drink coffee and play cards until like midnight. And like, we got to go home, sleep off this caffeine.
Yep.
I've never offered anybody a cup of coffee at night.
No.
Like, hey, it's 8 o'clock. You want a cup of coffee?
You want after dinner cup of coffee?
It is good for your digestion, though, apparently. So if you have like any hot beverage, it's probably cold, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just going to get you wired.
I'm going to leave and I'm going to be like,
driving down the road like this. Okay, now, so then this is where you get a little bit of like stakes, where they think that David Spade, because he's like, I had this awesome dream about this tall blonde, and then that dog with no vocal cords comes out of the room he was in. You're like, ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
You're like, no.
Side note, my buddy's dog, St. Bernard, loves me. I went over there the other day, and I'll get down to her level. I'll make Mabel come here, and she'll come in right here, and then I get her to the point where I'm petting her. She's just going, like looking at me. I'm like, yeah, that's right, you love me.
I love Saint Bernard.
The dog is supposed to become about 170 pounds, or my size, 180 pounds. Like the dad is 190 and the mom's like 160, and she's already got paws almost as big as my closed fist. That she's huge, and all the extra skin. She's like wearing an extra blanket.
She's like
gonna grow into it,
She's like Cujo.
but just so cuddly and soft. Love that dog.
I've always wanted a Saint Bernard.
I would, but I wouldn't want to have to pay hundreds of dollars to feed it every month.
Yeah,
You
that's
think
true.
It's eating a bag of kibble like this when it gets big every week.
Yeah.
That's like a $250, $300 dog a month, not, barring any unforeseen circumstances health-wise.
That's a good point.
Dogs are expensive. I'm going to get a cat. I think I'm going to get a cat.
Oh my God.
But
I
need
would
to-
love
I need
that.
to find, a cat, they say you don't find a cat finds you.
Yep, that's true.
So now, you think that he banged one of his daughters, and he's like, no, I wouldn't do that. We're best friends. And then Lanny's wife comes out, and is like, you canceled our trip weeks before we left.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'll be honest with you. I don't like going to Milan. It sucks. I don't want to do that. Prance around with all your fashion friends.
Hoity-toity friends. And then she's like, okay, just don't lie to me again.
Just like that. All right, honey.
like,
let's enjoy the cabin.
Yeah, we had conflict for 30 seconds. Thank you for that, Adam.
And then the old lady gives us. This was. I have something to say to her. You're really. She's like, I'm really a man. I knew it. She's like, wow, I am really disheartened by how many of you thought I was a man. I'm kidding. She gives a nice little speech, and it's like, oh, everything's better.
Yeah.
And then
everything's fixed. Hee
That's it.
hee.
Then we have a little montage of what they're doing. Kevin James is supposedly so big he broke the boat.
Yeah. I don't believe that. And that just annoyed me. Like slapstick is one thing, but
A completely unbelievable. Like that boat could pull on skis a couple thousand pounds.
yeah.
Maybe. A couple
Yeah.
100 pounds at least.
Mm-hmm.
It would be able to pull him.
Yeah.
It's just like, really, guys? He's not that big. He's maybe like 220, 240.
Yeah, stop with the lazy humor. Okay, if you're gonna do slapstick, do it like Liar Liar. Do it like Ace Ventura.
Liar now.
The goddamn pen is blue.
Crash sale, $6.50 marked down from 10. Then they play those douchebags in the basketball game.
Yeah.
Go crazy-eyed. It's like, are you looking at me?
I can't tell if you're looking at me.
Where did they get? Did they get the matching
uniforms?
shirts?
Yeah.
So they got matching shirts.
Well, there was a brief scene when when David Spade comes out of the closet and is talking about the wild dream he had. That scene, the Salma Hayek's character is seen with orange fabric in a sewing machine. So it's alluded to that she's making these shirts for why? Because they haven't scheduled the rematch at that point.
Okay, I can buy that. I will buy that. But this is how lame these other 5 are. They have adult-sized jerseys of their elementary school.
I know.
Elementary, not even high school. Elementary school. I know. And then, where did the cheerleader outfits come from?
Yeah, that wasn't shown being made.
The matching shirts, okay. The jerseys, but the cheerleading, come on.
Yeah.
I wasn't complaining,
No.
but a little unbelievable. They just had it there. And then, Buscemi. What happened to Buscemi? Buscemi ended up going down that zip line.
Yeah,
on his
feet first, and then crashed into that wooden structure.
I love that he's been in some big movies, but he will just come and do like a part like this.
Yeah.
For Adams, like just for the fun of it.
He's also a really nice guy. I learned a little while ago, Steve Buscemi, before he became an actor, was a firefighter in New York City. And when 9/11 happened, he was working as an actor, and he joined the New York City Fire Department forces, resuited, and helped rescue people in 9/11. And he made sure he 86'd the press. He's like, do not print articles about this because it's going to be about me. Absolutely not. What a good guy. Another good guy.
See, this is how people need to talk about celebrities. It's not their bad stuff, just their good stuff.
Yeah.
Because people don't talk about it. They're like, oh man, what happened to that celebrity?
I know.
Negative. It's like, with that celebrity, positive.
Yeah, like Adam Sandler, Keanu Reeves, Steve Buscemi. We need more of that instead of the doom scrolling.
Doom.
Like, I understand holding celebrities accountable for their actions if they truly are despicable and not okay. But also recognizing celebrities and like holding them accountable for all the good they do. Like, shit.
Yeah, I can see it, and I can understand why he's like, no, don't tell
Oh,
anybody.
yeah, don't publicize this right now.
But I love that he showed up in a full body cast.
I know.
to the impromptu
Yeah.
5-on-5 basketball match
Yeah.
that just all of a sudden everybody's at.
And then I love when he's like, hey, can I feel your belly? I love babies. And he's like fully stretched out horizontally. And she's like, that's my boob. And he's like, I like feeling those too.
Wrote Buscemian boobs.
Yeah.
So then it ends up being 2-on-2, just because everyone else is wheezing and dying.
Yeah.
which is-
Faking injuries to get out of it.
And they bring in the kids. So they shank it on purpose. Sandler shanks it on purpose. He never misses that shot from that one spot.
Yeah.
Shanks it on purpose, let the other guys win. Good,
They
wholesome
need
fun.
it. Yeah.
And then we end off with one last shot of arrow roulette. Mm-hmm. Were they
At the 4th of July fireworks
4th of July.
barbecue.
Man, fireworks.
I know.
Just so lame. And that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh.
That was Grown Ups, everybody.
What did you real rate this?
I real rated this.
real rated.
4 arrow roulette arrows out of 10 shanked bank shots. Because it was like, here's a movie for you guys. Don't think too much. We'll spoon feed you everything you need. Don't worry, we won't be too offensive. It'll be wholesome for everybody. No one will leave disappointed unless you were expecting a really good movie.
Yeah,
It had its funny moments. It was making me giggle. I checked the time a lot,
I did too.
mainly because I was told I had to be up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, oof.
So I was watching this. I finished painting my apartment at like 8, and then I ate food, and then 9 o'clock I started watching. It was like, okay, it's an hour and 42 minutes. Of course, I rolled up a joint first, so I didn't start till 9:15. It was 11 o'clock when I finished. All right, bedtime. But it was, it was a good, like, a movie my parents would love.
Yeah.
And that, like, other parents were just like, oh, the kids will enjoy it. Let's just sit and zone out for an hour, 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was all right, but it got a 4.
My real rating was also 4. 4 bacon bug zappers out of 10 windy hair pieces. Because same thing. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. Very neutral. Just an hour and 42 minutes of coasting. Like that that's it.
Smooth ride.
Yeah, smooth ride.
Some unbelievable stuff.
Yep, but no climax. No peaks, no pits.
Nothing. Yeah, just level.
Yeah. Just an hour and 42 a plateau. Just
That's all it was.
yep.
Nothing exciting. I'm going to pick something just ridiculous for next week.
Yes.
I don't know what yet, though.
Cool.
Anyway, everybody, that was Grown Ups. So if you want to get in touch with us, I was thinking of this. I don't check the email that often, like ever. So just message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you want to let us
slide into our DMs.
If you want to suggest a movie for us to review, or just leave a comment on pictures and all that kind of stuff. And follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Real Garbage Podcast. That's it. Have yourselves a great day or night, whatever time of the day it is.
Yeah.
Thanks again for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Real garbage.